If you're planning to move to the Space Coast and you want to learn more about Merritt Island, Florida, this is the video for you. Stick around. My name is Eric Larkin and I'm with RE/MAX Aerospace. I'm a real estate agent here in Cocoa Beach, Florida on the Space Coast, and I do regular videos just like this one, talking about living, working, playing, and of course real estate here in and around the Space Coast. If this is something that you're interested in, you should probably hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you're notified every time I put up great new videos just like this one. And if you are moving either into our area or you're moving out of the Space Coast, I'm sure you have questions. Well, I get questions from folks just like you every single day that I love to answer. And if you have questions, I'd love to hear them. You could either call me, text me, comment below, hunt me down on social media and send me a direct message. However you like to communicate, I'm great with and I look forward to answer your questions. Now, let's get on with the show. So if you are moving into the area and Merritt Island keeps coming across up on your searches and you're curious to learn more about it, that's exactly what I'm covering in this video. In case you didn't know it, Merritt Island is the 4th largest city in Brevard County per population, and it's actually the longest one in the county. From the very southern end at Dragon Points and Mathers Bridge all the way up to Pine Island Preserve in North Merritt Island, it's over 28 miles long. And in that distance, there's a lot of great communities for you to choose from. So in this video, I'm going to go over the pros and cons of what I like and don't like about the Merritt Island area, starting with the pros. First thing is the location. Centrally located in Brevard County, you have easy access to our great waterways. It's surrounded by water. You have the Banana River on the east side, you have the Indian River on the west side. 520 and 528 connect you to the mainland and to the beaches. Merritt Island's got a diverse selection of properties as well. You have at the low end, you have some entry-level homes that were built in the 50s and 60s, and you can go all the way up to the estate homes on acres of land that are on the Indian River or the Banana River. The homes that are in between, you can get quarter-acre lot, half-acre lot. Off North Merritt Island, there are some equestrian communities that have over acre lots as well. Merritt Island has some great schools. There are 5 elementary schools. There's a tradition or a true middle school, and there's also a junior senior high school, and of course Merritt Island High School. These schools, most of them are A-rated. There are 2 of them that are B-rated. There's 1 that is C-rated, and I'll have a link below in the description to have access to what these schools are. Property taxes in Merritt Island are exceptionally low. The 2019 tax bill was a millage rate of $13.80 per $1,000 of a value. What that means is if your home is valued at $200,000 for tax purposes, your taxes will be under $2,800 a year. Merritt Island has some amazing parks. You've got Kiwanis Park, Rotary Park, Kelly Park, Mitchell-Ellington Park. There's Manatee Cove, Ula May Wildlife Preserve, and of course the Merritt Island Wildlife Refuge at the north end of the city. In all these parks, you can go hiking, you can go fishing, you can go bird watching. There are racquetball courts, tennis courts, basketball courts, places to launch your kayaks and your paddle boards, places to launch your boats. You can do just about anything in the parks that they have in Merritt Island. So those are some of the great things about Merritt Island, and I didn't even get into all the restaurants that are here in town or easy drives to the mainland or over to Cocoa Beach, being able to watch rocket launches from your front or backyard, and of course a great running community. But every area has its good and it has its bad, and here are some of the cons about living in Merritt Island. Number 1, the traffic. If you're heading along Courtney State Road 3 from 520 to Merritt Island High School most afternoons, and especially during rush hour traffic, it gets thick along State Road 3. During rush hour going to and from the Kennedy Space Center north of the Barge Canal, traffic gets a little heavy. And along 520 heading east or west towards the mainland, the Hubert Humphrey Bridge, traffic definitely gets thick there during rush hour as well. Insurance for your house is higher than what you would expect too. It's because a lot of the homes are older homes and it does cost a little bit more to get your home insured. Plus, you're not on the mainland. You would expect to pay more if you're living in Cocoa Beach or along that barrier island, but you're still on a barrier island in Merritt Island as well. So you can expect to spend a little bit more for your homeowner's insurance compared to the same home that's on the mainland. And because you're still on that barrier island during hurricane season, if they call for an evacuation, you have to evacuate too. Fortunately, hurricane season isn't year-round, and it's not every year we have a storm big enough that causes for the evacuation. The good news about any hurricanes that are approaching, you do have plenty of warning to board up and get out of town. This kind of ties in with insurance on your property, but there's more areas in Merritt Island that are in flood zones compared to Cocoa Beach and Cape Canaveral and other areas of Merritt Island. So if you're looking to buy a home, that's one of the things you need to look into to make certain to see what the premium is going to be if your home happens to be in a flood zone. So yes, there are some cons if you are living in Merritt Island, but there are a whole lot of pros for living in this area too. If this is something that you're interested in, I would love to hear from it. You can call me, you can text me, you can comment below. You can hunt me down on social media and send me a direct message, and I'd be happy to answer your questions. Plus, you've made it this far in the video. That means you kind of like what you're seeing. If you haven't done so already, you should hit that subscribe button. And I've also queued up 2 other videos for you to watch next. My name's Eric Larkin with RE/MAX Aerospace. Thanks for stopping in. I'll see you on the next show.